The girl is busting out the corset, okay? But we're not gonna talk about it. The girls is sitting right like it's 1983. Hey everybody, it is me, Sky Beauty, and I am back with another hot video. Today I am doing a highly requested video. A lot of people have been asking me questions about, you know, starting a business, marketing tips, things like that. And some of you may know I am an influencer. And I actually recently opened a boutique. So I've been having a lot of success lately with my business, and starting the business was very nerve-wracking because I was watching all of these videos on how to start a business and all this stuff, but the things that they don't really tell you in these videos are things that you're really going to want to need to know and soak up before you actually start your business, just because it is a lot of work that that goes on behind scenes. It's not just about ordering products and making a website and selling it. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you guys watching this video with an open mind. I'm going to give you all of the tips that you need to know how to start a business during a pandemic at that, because a lot of people are scared. They're like, it's a pandemic, nobody's going to purchase. You'll be surprised. So if you guys are interested in watching this video and getting more tips, definitely keep on watching. Make sure you guys also hit that subscribe button, become a part of the family. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and share this with your friends, because we all boss babes over here, baby. I have all of my notes on my phone. I'm not just going to be rambling off the top of my head. I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys good tips and good things that, you typically want to make sure that, you know. So the first thing about starting a business in quarantine is finding what you're going to sell. Now, honestly, if you're just starting a business just because you want to make some extra money, like, being an entrepreneur is not for you. You know what I mean? You have to have a passion. You have to have a passion for sales, marketing, a passion about what you're selling, and know about the product that you're selling. Like, you should not just pick up something and be like, okay, I'm gonna sell this and sell it. You may end up getting sales from doing that. You might have a successful business doing that. But honestly, when it really comes down to being a super successful entrepreneur, business owner, you're going to be passionate about what you're selling regardless. You know what I mean? Like, I sell mostly clothes, but my wardrobe is like my life, my baby. Like, if I don't buy anything else, I'm buying clothes. You know what I mean? So that was like my initiative to start a boutique, as well as people always ask me like, where do you get your clothes from, da 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 da. So I'm like, you know what? Instead of putting all these other companies on, let me just start my own and turn it into something more. You know what I mean? So step one, rule one, I'm not going to drag it out, but make sure that you're passionate about what you're selling, that you have some type of knowledge about what you're selling, that you're interested in what you're selling. Like, you just don't want to go out there and sell something that you have no idea about, because that's where it gets tricky, and that's where it's like, what am I doing? Is this going to be successful? Because people can tell if you know about a product or not. Number two, do your research. Now, for one, doing your research is super important, because you never know. Starting a business is a lot of things that you need to know prior to, because you want to make sure that you have all of your information before you just jump into it. Starting a business is not something that you just pick up and say, oh, I want to do. It has to honestly be a passion. So it honestly ties back into having that passion for that. So basically, when it comes to knowledge, there's so many different YouTube videos out there that will teach you exactly what you need to know about starting a business, or whatever that, you're looking for. Google will be your best friend. Make sure that when you're going into your product, you have, again, product knowledge, but not only about the product, the business. What is this aspect? What does the market look like for this certain business or industry? And is it worth selling? Is this something worth selling? Is this something that people are still purchasing right now, today, during COVID, during quarantine? Let's just say, like, before COVID, would I start a mass business, like, before COVID was a thing? No, because were people really buying masks before COVID? No. So you want to make sure that whatever you're selling is going to be a good market, and you have a good market to sell it. So make sure you just do your research in general. That's point blank period. Do your research. Okay. So number three, pricing study. So a lot of people want to start businesses off with little to no money, and this is kind of where it ties in during COVID, because a lot of people are like, I don't have money. It's quarantine. I lost my job. I don't have money to do this. Da 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 da. Just know that starting a business, it will never be. I don't know what these YouTube girls been telling y'all, But starting a business will never be free. Like, there's no free way to start a business unless you're literally just winging it. Drop shipping is probably the only way that you can really do a free business, in my opinion. When somebody purchases something and then you just order it from the company, or you post something and then they're ordering from the manufacturer and you get a cut of that price. But if that's not something that you're interested in and you really want to have the products, you want to package the products, you know how you want it to look down to a T, you're going to need money, okay? If you want to bring a vision to life, you're going to need money, okay? I'm just going to say that. I'm going to be honest. So know what your pricing is. If you say, okay, I only have $100 to start a business, then you need to be on the cheaper end of whatever it is you're looking for, just to start off. And if this is just the start, it's okay to start cheap. It's okay to start small. Don't let people, pressure you into ordering all these different things and all these different crazy amounts of things, because you could easily lose so much money by doing that. So start off small. It's okay to start off small. Most importantly, know the prices of what you're selling, but just keep in mind that you need to have a budget. You need to have a price, a clear price. So you need to add everything up, what you need. If you need your product, you need your shipping stuff, you need your websites, you need this and that, add that up and jot it down in a book, so that way you know what your starting cost is. And if you can get money for Christmas and do whatever you got to do for that money, do that so you can start your business, period. Like, make sure that you know your prices, because it's going to help in the long run, and it's also going to help when you're going back to restock or reorder. I hope that made sense. But make sure you know your pricing. Like, that's key. Number 4, engaging with possible clientele. So during the pandemic, a lot of people think that a lot of people are not out shopping and spending money. That is not true. People are out here splurging still. People are out here shopping online still. And you know why? Because they don't have anything else to do. And the people with money, they're not traveling, they're not doing these. So some people with different expenses can spend their money a little bit differently now. They have more room to put towards something else, things like that. So definitely keep in mind that you want to make sure that you know who your clientele is and that you're going to market to them, specifically. And if it comes from doing an Instagram poll, if you're just marketing to your followers in general, like me, I'm an influencer, so I market to my followers. I'm going to say, do you guys like this? Do you guys like this coat? Do you like this? Do you like that? Do you like this? Polls on Instagram is very good to do. Also, you can make a tweet. If I sold blah, 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 what would be something that you'd be interested in purchasing? Or if I were decided to start this, would you buy this? So make sure that you're engaging with all of your possible clientele on all of your social medias, and even in person over the phone. If you can text your friends, call your friends, hey, I'm thinking about starting a business selling this. Is this something that you would buy? Or what's something that you would want in this certain section of whatever of aspect that you're selling? So make sure that you really know who your clientele is, how they would interact with your business once you start it, because you don't want to start something and have 0 customers, and you don't want to pitch something to somebody that is not interested. You want to make sure that you know what they're interested in. So now I'm going to specifically meet your standards, and that's really taking care of the customer. So know your clientele before you choose anything or purchase anything or start anything, start ordering crazy stuff. So make sure that you know what your customer, your clientele want. Number 5, ordering your product, which that can come in a different, it doesn't necessarily have to be this exact, step by step. These are just facts that I want to give you. But make sure that when you order your products, you don't order too much, too less. Like, you need to know exactly what you're going to pick. When it comes to ordering your product, you need to make sure that you know your margin for potential loss as well as potential gain. You know what I mean? Like, you need to know how much, if I order this, am I actually going to lose money from ordering this, or can I turn it into gaining money from it? So make sure that when you're ordering your products, pricing still does come into play. Quantity is a big thing as well. And just remember clientele. So all that does tie back into ordering your product. So make sure you keep that in mind when you are ordering your product. Number 6, which is the number 6 is the most important thing of it all. Okay, when I tell you it's the most important of it, it's not even the money, it's not this, it's not that, it's marketing. Marketing is the biggest thing to do for your business right now. And if you don't have an eye for marketing, you need to reach out to a consultant, because that's literally, marketing is the way that you're actually going to push your products for people to see your product. And even if it's your marketing team or your marketing setup is, I'm gonna send it to my friends for free, y'all need to post on y'all Instagram, tag me, then do that. But make sure you have a marketing plan, and we can talk about that in a different video. But marketing plan is definitely key, because you need to know what your followers are interested in without even spending any money. If I post something that's just a sample of a video or a sample of a photo and I'm like, what y'all think about this? Dropping da 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 da, they're gonna engage with it. Like, oh, what is she selling? What is she doing this? What is that? You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna want to know. So marketing, you need to have a marketing plan written out before you do anything with making a website, launching any of that. You need to have a market plan and figure out how you're going to sell it. Marketing plan is like the key. How are you going to sell this? How are you going to pitch this? How are you going to get people attracted to this? And for me, I study marketing, so I have an eye for that. Not everybody has an eye for marketing, so honestly, you just have to really figure it out. Kind of go by looking at different people's pages. If I'm going to sell makeup, then I'm going to look at like Morphe or Sephora and see how they lay out their Instagram or see how they do their YouTube and kind of play off of that. Ads, stuff like that. You need to make sure that you're really paying attention when it comes to somebody selling that product that you want to sell, because that's going to also give you an inspiration. You don't want to steal anybody else's idea. You don't want to take anybody else's idea, but you want to take their idea to have an idea of what you want to do and then flip it to your own and create something on your own. So marketing is key. So make sure that you have a marketing plan before you roll out anything. And then the last one is launching. So you want to make sure that your launch date is at a good date, that people are actually going to engage. If you're going to launch on social media, make sure that you're studying your analytics, seeing what days people mostly engage on your social media. So you know, like, oh, you know, most people will see my social media on Friday, let me launch on Friday. Most people see my stuff on Wednesday, let me launch on Wednesday. Or you can do a date that's specific to you and just lead the build up to that certain date. But the launch is really basically simple. You're just really launching your business, you're releasing it, letting the website go live, letting your product go live, and the world is now looking at your product and ready to purchase. So that's pretty much it when it comes to launching. Like, you literally just do it and now it's out. Boom, it's gone, it's out. But you also want to make sure that everything before that needs to line up smoothly for your launch to go smoothly. So yeah, those are really things that you really have to think about, especially with people not making the money that they used to make, not having jobs, whatever the case may be. It's still very possible to start a business in quarantine. Like, you will definitely get your money's worth. You'll definitely have somebody looking to purchase something, but make sure that you execute it right. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna start a business, boom, that's it. You have to really be passionate about what you're selling, because that's what's gonna take you far in your business. My business has been open for just a month, and I've already made my money plus some of what I spent on my business. So I'm super excited about that. If you guys are interested in shopping in my boutique, I will drop it down in the link below. I feel like it kind of went by a little bit fast, but I didn't want to make this video way too long and you guys get lost in the sauce and y'all like, what are you even talking about? You know what I mean? Like those videos that you're watching and you're just like, okay, I guess. But I want you guys to actually understand what I'm telling you, because these facts are crucial. I'm going to continue this series. I'm probably going to call it like Marketing Mondays, where I actually upload a video about talking about products, website building, whatever the case may be, because everything that I've done on my business has been on my own. I actually didn't pay anybody to do anything. So starting your business, doing your website by yourself, it's a lot of videos that I haven't seen people upload yet. And that's something that I want to do just so I can share my knowledge with you, so you guys can also become boss babes, entrepreneurs, like, and get your money without having to work a 9 to 5. So if that's something that you guys definitely want to see, make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel, and I will try to upload a Marketing Monday video every Monday, so that way you guys can have knowledge every week. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I had a lot of fun making it, honestly. Like, I love sharing information and I love rambling and talking, so this was just right up my alley. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel as well, and I will drop all of my socials down below if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, check out my boutique, follow me on TikTok, any of that good stuff. So without further ado, I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna get on out, because I don't wanna do all that, you know.